When men try to holler at you or compliment you or even slide in your DMs, there's nothing exciting about that. Like, I literally just brush that shit off every time. Men don't make grand gestures anymore. Men are not out here buying flowers. Men aren't trying to take you on a nice date. Men don't go all out for like Valentine's Day. Men aren't trying to like cook for you, because men try to make the debate about money, about spending money. But it's a lot of things in life that are free. And men not even trying to do the free shit.
No, the men that you want aren't doing grand gestures. They're not with any of the nonsense. And the funniest thing is when women say all this, it's just out of frustration that men aren't chasing them down and trying to give them all this stuff, because men actually do nice things for women. Men cook for women. Men still bring flowers and do all of that stuff and take women on great dates. That's their girlfriends. That's their wives. You can't expect all of this stuff off rip. It literally leaves them confused to the point where they're like, what's wrong with men? No, those days are over with. Those days are over, because a woman has to earn that. See, a woman earns a relationship, and that's why when she gets into said relationship, she can benefit and get all these good things. Smart men understand this. Here's the thing too. Men have tried to give this to women and it doesn't do anything. So maybe you need to check your fellow woman and stop looking at the man. Let's get the next one.
I have to quit the internet. I really do. Sorry, we all have to pretend that we like coffee dates now, or we get read to absolute fucking filth. You want me to go to coffee with you? We're not in a fucking Bible study. Like, the last person I got coffee with, who I was not like working with, was a girl who my boyfriend was cheating on me with. That's what coffee is for. Sorry, you're asking me a coffee before you ask me to marry you? It's not happening. Would she expect a nice dinner? Yeah. What if she did? Get your money up, not your funny up. It is not her fault that you were an insecure loser. Also, dates don't have to be expensive to be fun. The best first date I've ever been on was a picnic where we were watching skateboarders in Venice. It was just a blanket and a bottle of wine. We had such a great time. We ended up going out with both of our friend groups later that night. And by the end of the night, we were so faded and so in love. We went skinny dipping in the ocean at 2 a.m. I'm sorry you're boring. Don't blame the economy. Figure it out.
This woman in this clip exposed so much, and I'm glad that they make these clips because guys understand. So a coffee date isn't good enough for the guy in front of you now. But before, a picnic led to sex and skinny dipping and getting drunk, getting faded. That's what it led to. That guy didn't have to do anything because that was the guy that she actually liked, the guy that she wanted. If that same guy offered a coffee, she would have went with him. So it's not about a woman not accepting certain things. It's, are you the guy or not? And all she's really saying is, I was younger back then and I'm older now. So what can you do for me, sir? Let's get the next one.
You need to stop taking what men say early on at face value. I literally just got ghosted from a man who said on the second day, I just want to show you that good men exist. Like, oh, okay, talk dirty to me then, prove me wrong. On date 4, ghosted. Why did I get ghosted, do you ask? Because he wasn't getting what he wanted out of it. Hung out right before Christmas. He brings me a gift. I'm like, wow, only date 4? I was not expecting a gift. And maybe it's a cultural difference, but he brings me a gift. I'm like, that is really like, I'm not expecting this. He's like, where's my gift? Like, where is my gift? And I'm like, date number 4, we're not in a relationship yet. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this was the protocol for this. So at the end of the day, after like a really lovely evening, he goes, if you really cared, you would have brought me a gift. Okay. Pump the brakes, princess. Because he wasn't getting that, he decided to unfollow me on Instagram. Stop talking to me, completely ghost me. I'm like, you know what? You saved me the headache. You really saved me the headache because your true colors were starting to slip. The thing is, I could have avoided this entire headache by going on the Astro app and checking our compatibility. Our compatibility was only 57%. Really should have just not wasted my time at all, but at least I got a gift out of it. Here's the thing you have to know. A guy who is trying to perform, to put on his best behavior, to tell you all the right things, is almost always trying to get something out of you. The man who actually has genuine intentions, it's not gonna feel performative. It's not gonna feel like you're on edge with the person. There is such a difference between a man who shows up because he actually genuinely cares and is interested in you and asking probing questions about you and your life and wants to give from the pureness of his heart rather than giving because he wants something out of it. So if a man is not taking the time to actually get to know you and might have really amazing conversation. But if he's not actively interested and intrigued on you and your life and where you're going and what makes you happy, the entire time he's solely focused on himself and trying to present himself as this Prince Charming, there is a difference between trying to be impressive versus being interested in you.
Bro played himself in that clip. He played himself. But this goes to show you that they lie about what they want. They lie about it. He did 4 dates, brought her a gift, and couldn't even get a pair of socks back. Couldn't get any reciprocation. No. Who are you, sir? This should be expected, and I don't want to sleep with you. Why are you even doing all of this stuff? This is what I'm saying. Now do you guys understand why a lot of things I say, you might think, well, why? When you invite her over, the second time you see her, the first time you see her, ask her to bring something. Something worth $5, $3, it doesn't matter. Ask her to bring something so you can see if she's going to tell you, why would I do that? No, I'm not doing that. Oh, I didn't know you were, no, I'm good. No, if she's going to do any of that, she's not worth your time. You can figure everything out quick. I know a lot of guys are like, that's weird. It's not weird. $1, $2, $3, $5, $10. She can't spare that. She ain't really interested in you like that. She's not. So this clip is hilarious because she's saying that, you know, the nice guy, it wasn't going to work with him. It's not that. You were never interested in him from the beginning. You were not interested in him. A woman doesn't need you to do all of this stuff to get on her good side. And he played himself. I tell guys, cut the nice guy bullshit. Just cut it. It's not going to get you anywhere. If anything, it's going to get you played. Or if she does accept you, it's going to get you used. It's going to get you abused. That's what's going to happen. She's going to be in the position of power. You're not going to hold any leverage. So why even do it? Let's get the next clip.
Men need to learn how to be men again. We need less pussies and more men in this world. I don't know what happened, but bring back the guys who used to hunt. We have way too many pussies and closeted men running around. Babes, you got a pair of balls for a reason, so use them. And as for women, stop doing the chasing. I'm sick and tired. Girls, we sit. We are sat. You'll never catch me chasing after a man. Never. That's one thing I will never do. Grow some balls or come out if you're gay. Okay. Love you.
I told you, men have all the power when it comes to relationships, marriage, even dating, right? So this chick is making this clip because we need more men, because men are acting like what she said. The thing is here, you've chased multiple men, because in that clip, she's talking about, oh, don't chase. I've never chased a man in my life. Why are you so frustrated? Why are you making this? Why are you trying to rage bait? Why? I got her in other videos too. She's not being picked. Remember the cuffing season video? Oh, why am I not cuffed? You're not useful, so you're not going to get cuffed. Or you will get cuffed with a guy that you don't respect like that. See, women they have two choices to make. Get with the respectable guy, follow his lead, cooperate, make yourself useful. You will get that in return. Or date a guy who has no spine, no backbone, no self-respect, who's going to let you walk all over him. You're eventually going to leave him for this guy over here anyway. So, or leave him to just be alone. So what's the point of not cooperating and complaining? We hold the cards, bro. Guys think, oh, well, women hold the access to sex. That's not the important part. You can buy that. You can rent one of these chicks. So that's not the important part. A lifetime commitment, security, protection. That's way more important. We hold the keys to that. That's the only reason why she's making that video. That's the only reason. Oh, I've never chased a guy in my life. You know that's lies. And I know that's lies. Let's get the next clip.
I don't understand the times. I don't understand it. It makes me like so emotional because I'm just like, since when do men want to be the princess and want to be pursued and chased? And they won't do it for a woman. They expect the women to do that. And then if she doesn't, they replace them. I just don't understand. Bring back the men. I want the men that used to go to war and still write letters for their the women that they love back home. I want those men. Like, bring them back, please.
She can't fathom why men aren't chasing her anymore. And you can tell she's kind of up there. She might be mid-30s to late 30s. And the makeup is really helping her. She looks good. She looks good to me with the makeup on. So it should be easy for you to find a guy. Should be very simple to find a guy. Here's the thing about this woman. Ego. A woman's ego won't allow her to just get with one guy who's good for her and just stay there. When they have too much ego, that's not happening. I need this, I need this, I need this, and I need this. Because I'm a queen and I know my worth. Ego. Ego. This is why I always tell you guys, don't operate with your ego, because it'll have you slip. It'll have you fall and make mistakes that you didn't need to make. See, as men, we can check ourselves. That's when true maturity is happening. That's when true growth is happening. When you don't operate in your ego, you know things are true about yourself. You find yourself attractive and all this stuff, but you don't operate in ego. I can never lose. I'm this, I'm always right. No, there's always room for growth. That's when you can accept better, positive energy into your life. Women with a big ego, when it comes to dating, it's not going to get them very far. And she said, what happened? Men used to go to war. Okay, yeah, men used to go to war, and you guys used to cheat on them too. When they came back, they'd find out. A lot of dudes would, unalive, self-delete. What are you saying? You're not really saying anything. You're not saying anything. Men just aren't chasing you, and you're confused as to why. So now you have to put out this negative energy that something's going on with men. Nothing's going on with men. And honestly, you know what's going on with men? They're told to not be men, not to be manly. Tone that down. So you're getting what you guys wanted, right?